What
just see
kind
the
of phone
box,
do you
that's
have?
all.
Yeah, what kind of phone are you on?
Android.
So when you're on your phone, it should have like the camera where it's like a little slash on it. So click on that and it'll put your camera back on. Hey, Dr. Phillip.
Hey, Joby.
Good evening, doctor.
Hey,
So
Bill.
you finally made it, huh?
Yeah, I was actually on a phone call with corporate CTFO.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because there's some new products coming out. So you'll have to listen tomorrow to hear about them.
Oh, cool.
I expect an update then.
So do you want to give me a quick update? Sorry about that I missed it.
A quick update for what, Dr. Phillip? Hold on, sorry.
No, I thought there was a Bill that said I missed the update.
No.
Oh, I see. Okay, sorry about that.
No, I said I want an update on what the new products are.
Tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
That'll be noon your time.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah. So, Joey, have you shared the webinar information with them?
No.
Okay. Have you gotten the information, Jovi?
That's what I'm looking in my email right now. I'm trying to see. I'm like, did I miss it? Let me see. I know I've been receiving the YouTube ones.
Okay.
So the replays for the YouTube, I have seen those.
So this is for, let me get back to it. It's called Super Saturday. So you should have seen an invite called Super Saturday.
I have one back in August, Dr. Phillip.
No, this is just recently.
Yeah.
Here we go. So I don't think this is unique to me. So I'll forward this to you.
I got it. From 2 days ago.
Yeah,
Okay, I have that one.
yeah, October 6th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Okay, very good.
Let me see. How can I?
You should be able to just forward that to everyone else.
By email?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think I got a text on that. No.
Okay.
Looks like it all came through email.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Warnell said that his sugar levels dropped. He went to go play golf and his sugar levels dropped to 60.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but he didn't have dinner or breakfast. So that's why his sugar levels went down.
Well, that would contribute to it, no doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Have you changed your medications?
No, I didn't change the medications. I just probably forgot to take it that one day. Now I'm back.
So, if your sugar level dropped, most likely you kept up with your medications.
Yeah,
and that
I
could
think
be-
I took it twice.
Well,
in
that
one
was
day.
how you do it.
Mhm.
So what's your average blood sugars? Do you know?
It's all over the place because I don't take it, I don't take it early in the morning like I should, and then at night. Cause sometimes I don't eat breakfast until 10:30, 11 o'clock, and it'd be too late. I don't have a. I should take it. I should have 3 meals a day, but I don't ever do that.
So,
And that's what
um,
threw me off.
yeah, so classic diabetic education is to have frequent small meals throughout the day. But you don't really need to do that. Your body will adapt and change. And then as far as you checking your blood sugar, even if you're having your first meal at 10 or 10:30 or even 11, still check your blood sugar before that because that'll be your fasting blood sugar. And it'll give you an idea about where your kind of baseline is at.
Okay. I checked it this morning. It was like 131.
And that was a fasting?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So could be better, but it also depends on what you had the day before too.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. So the whole thing is consistency. Just trying to be consistent.
And that's what I'm not consistent. I'll switch on and off.
So you're consistently inconsistent.
Right.
Okay. Small baby steps. You'll get there.
But it hasn't been real high since I was taking the Cellubine. Like taking 2 scoops in the morning, one at night.
Good. Very good. So again, it's the small baby steps.
Other than that, it's been pretty good.
Okay. So what else did I miss, Jovi? Oh, what's that?
That's the tea that I've been taking.
Okay. Does it have any sugar in it?
It's 0 calories.
So does it have any sweetener?
I don't think it has any sugar in it.
Does it have an artificial sweetener?
It's got 0 calories, so I don't think so.
No, but it has to, like, in the ingredients, what does the ingredients have on there?
It's got
That's
fat 0, sodium 1%. What else? They don't have any sugar.
so it's,
Potassium 0, and it's got sugar 0, so it's not sweet at all. You never heard of a golden pink? Huh?
no.
I've not, and I'm not a real big tea drinker anyway.
I only drink maybe a half a bottle during the day.
Okay. Just trying to see if I can find an ingredients label somewhere. And hmm, yeah, even on the website, it just says other ingredients. Hmm. Oh well,
Oh, no, I can't see it either.
yeah, yeah. Let's see. Find this one. Oh, here we go. I thought I had an ingredient label. Hmm. You know, I can't see an ingredient label. Okay. Yeah, the big thing is just make sure it doesn't have any type of artificial sweetener. Those are the
Okay.
big things that aren't good for you. And there should be, like Jovi said, an ingredient list somewhere.
I was trying to look at it too. I couldn't see anything.
No.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, and the package is so small.
Yeah,
I really couldn't read anything off the label.
I even tried to zoom it in and it didn't let me,
Yeah.
just to see the ingredients itself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm searching all over. I can't find it.
Yeah, it's best to make your own tea, like with the bag, if you would like to have more teas like that. It's better to do it that way, or brew your teas. I do it like a chamomile tea with a little bit of cinnamon sticks in there, and I'll put it
Yeah.
in my how do you call it? My coffee maker, and I'll have that.
That's a good way to have it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
If you have time, of course.
Yeah, trying to do something like that ahead of time. That's even better.
But this is in the bottle, so I can just put it in my cooler and carry it with me and drink it when I want to.
Sure.
Makes it easier.
Okay.
Dr. Phil, earlier I was asking about something to give me energy, like when I get off the golf course sometime. Be a little tired, feel like I have to take a nap.
Hmm.
What do CTFO, what they got good for energy other than Super 7?
The shape and burn, which is gonna help to naturally boost your metabolism and help you burn fat anyway. So that'd be good.
Okay.
I think we talked about that 2 calls ago. It's a natural kind of a fat metabolizer, body metabolizer to help out with not only burning fat, but also helping your body not feel hungry, give you more mental clarity, a little bit more focus, um, definitely energy. Yeah, you can try that.
Okay.
Jovi, I just sent you a couple of
For the
things on Gold
ingredients,
Peak. Yeah.
thank you.
All right. And it does say not a significant source of total sugars or added sugars, but it doesn't say how much is in there.
Yeah, and it has philosophic acid. What is
Yes.
that, Dr. Phillip?
So phosphoric acid is usually used as a kind of a natural preservative, if you will.
Okay.
That's pretty common in soft drinks or sodas. Yeah, so I mean, you hit the nail on the head, Jovi. I mean, if you can make it yourself, that'd be better. So, or no, maybe you make it yourself, save the bottles,
Yeah,
just reuse the bottle.
yeah.
Yeah, because this one's black tea. And you can have black tea. Who has it? I think Lipton tea has them. That one's not too good because of the filtration on the actual bag itself, because it has a little bit of bleach in there. Um, but if you can get like the actual loose leaves, that would be better.
Mhm.
And then you can just like if however you have your coffee maker and just fill it up and just make your own tea that way.
Yeah, exactly.
It's always good.
But it won't be sweet, and then I'll be wanting it to be sweet.
So stevia,
Yeah.
a natural sweetener.
Okay.
That is my favorite,
Yeah.
but I haven't used it since I joined us because you told me not to.
Yeah.
So yeah, the problem, even with the natural sweeteners, is it makes your body think that it's getting something sweet. So then
Right.
you have this craving for something sweet. So while you're trying to wean off of sweet things, it may be okay.
Yeah. So Bill, tell Dr. Phillip what you were telling me earlier. Um,
About the gaining the weight.
yeah. Just so we can see what else we can do. I know I'm gonna send you um like I had mentioned to you, I wanted you to write down like a journal of what
Yeah.
you're eating every day. It might be a little bit tedious, but that would help out a little bit more and I can see exactly what you're eating
Okay.
and see maybe what I can adjust for you.
Okay. Yeah, because I went from 203, doctor, in like a 10-day period, 203 to 217. Now, the 217 was not on my scale, it was on the doctor's scale.
What was your scale?
My scale a few days before had said 203. So,
So that's not right.
no, that's what I'm saying. And it's been that way for quite a while.
So what's your weight now on your scale?
Well, that was the last day. Well, I haven't been home in a week, so
Oh, okay.
I'll be home on Sunday night, so then I'll weigh myself then.
Yeah, so I wouldn't get discouraged because you're not comparing apples to apples, right?
Right. But and I also said, well, it could be the muscle mass, but 14 pounds, that seems like a lot. 4 pounds, I'd say okay, from the 10 days that you gain muscle mass,
And
because muscle is heavier than,
yeah, yeah. So was this at like a doctor's appointment or something? Or
yes, yes,
that's the other thing too, you're wearing clothes, right?
right.
Okay. And then also, um, depending on the time of day that you weigh, you're gonna be
Yeah, it was midday
yeah,
versus I always do it first thing in the morning.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, don't get discouraged. Wait until you get home and you can weigh yourself the same time of day, with the same amount of clothing on.
Hmm.
Find out. More importantly, how are your clothes fitting?
Most of them are a little bit looser,
Good.
but I will say I did try on a pair of jeans that they became super tight. And I
Okay.
don't know if it's because they were a smaller size or what. They said 36,
Okay.
but they were tight.
Yeah, so depending on where you do your shopping at, I do most of my shopping at Costco, and clothes are all over the board there. Different brands, they may have the same waist size, but different brands Some could be tighter, some could be looser.
Sure.
Whenever I go shopping at Costco, I usually get a couple different waist sizes and a couple different lengths of the
Uh,
pants. Bring them all home, try them on, and I end up taking back usually 2/3 of them.
Yeah. Well, that's why I usually buy right from Levi,
Okay.
when I buy the jeans. So
Mhm.
they should be the same, I would think,
Yeah, no, you're right.
But that again, I'm not positive on.
Mhm.
It was just this, and it was only one pair, so
Okay.
we'll see. I brought a few pair with me, and the one pair was extremely tight.
Okay.
And once I wore it for a few hours, it, loosened up a bit.
Okay.
Not, tremendous, but
Good deal.
So
I
did
might
you
go
have lunch or something that day before you went? Because that could be it too. And if you were, because I know a lot of doctors don't know, like they'll have you weigh with your shoes on and your clothes on and stuff.
Oh, I was completely dressed. The only thing I
Oh,
took
that's what it was then.
back, yeah,
So that's what it is. So it's your shoes, and then if you're completely dressed, and then if it's midday as well,
yeah,
yeah. So
Mhm.
you should be fine. Just weigh yourself again on Sunday and check from there.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. So we'll see. Otherwise, like I say, most of the clothes have been looser. For the majority of the time, I feel my stomach might be starting to shrink. Not a tremendous amount, but it is starting to shrink, which is good.
Mhm.
And I will say a lot of that has to do with that. I don't know if you've seen any difference with that exercise, but I think that one exercise does a lot for me.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard about.
Twice. I did it twice only.
Okay.
So I did like it. I think I like more of I feel
Mine.
like the
Yeah.
mind, yeah, exactly. So
I
he
could,
was teaching us a move where you hold your earlobes like this and you squat, and it's supposed to help your full body, but it's also like,
a mind clearer. It
yeah,
did open your
mind.
mind up. The
Hmm.
left side and right side open up at the same time.
Okay.
This was my cardiologist, who as well is a DO.
Mhm.
And he said, well, as long as you're listening to another DO, I'm going to give you an exercise to give him,
Cool.
you know.
So good.
And we did it in his office that day. That was last Tuesday, or this past Tuesday. No, a week ago Tuesday. And he said, try it. And I said, are you supposed to get a tingling feeling? He goes, now that's unbelievable because I didn't even tell you about it. But yes, it's your brain opening up because you're crossing your arms.
Mhm.
So your right hand is grabbing your left earlobe, and your left hand is grabbing your right earlobe, and you squeeze a little bit, and you do squats. And the right goes to the left, open, combines the two, same in reversing that. And they open, the whole brain gets opened and becomes one.
Mhm.
And you get a tingling sensation within when you're doing that. I said, wow, this is fabulous, you know?
Very
So,
cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Good deal. Yeah.
so yeah, he was, because I had told him about the group and, what I was doing. And he's like, keep doing it. He goes, I see improvement,
That's
you know?
encouraging.
So, and he's my cardiologist. So that's the most important thing to me is that he sees the improvement.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Very good. That's always encouraging.
Yes. And that's why, when I saw the 217, I didn't worry as much because he didn't seem worried.
Hmm. Yeah, very good. Did he say what your weight was last time in his office?
222, I think.
Oh,
Okay.
you lost a lot. Yeah.
Yeah,
So, but that's also 3 months ago,
that's okay.
Yeah.
so
A downward trend is always good.
yes.
Very cool.
But that's where I'm like, all right, I always matched up, but I always did a 7:30 appointment with him in
Hmm.
the morning. And before I get in the shower, I weigh myself every morning. And this, I didn't get the same thing. I'm like, wow, that's not good. But then I started thinking, well, it's a totally different time of day, you know. So, but yeah, like you said, I'm not worried about it. He's not worried about it, but it very well could be the fact that I had all the clothes on and the fact that I probably had a different time of day. The weight's different.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Very cool. Very cool. Good deal.
And I want to end up like my buddy Jim over there.
Kind of right.
Well,
This is a marathon. It's not a sprint.
I
That's
know
great.
I want to be off all medication, just like him. That's my goal.
Get there. You'll get there.
Yes.
Yeah, slow baby steps.
Yep. And doing the exercise is not a bad thing.
No, not at all. Not at all.
So, Jim, how did you feel with that exercise? Did you try it?
No, I didn't try it. You were going to send it to me. I
Oh
came
no,
on
it's the
late.
one with Bill.
I came in late and I didn't hear it that day. I came in late. I didn't hear the exercise. You said you were going to send it out to us. So now I know what the exercise is.
Okay.
I will try it.
Now I wasn't gonna record myself doing the exercise.
I mean, it actually sounds like it would be very weird,
Mhm.
but when you do it, when you get done and stop, because you only do maybe 10 or 15 at a time. And like he said, you do it 4 or 5 times a day, do it, but you'll feel the tingling.
Yeah, it's interesting. I liked it. And I only did it twice.
Yeah.
So I only did it Saturday and Sunday. So I had to do
I
it again.
every morning as the start of my exercises.
Okay, cool. I'll try to do that.
While we were talking, I just did a quick search for video of squat exercise holding earlobes. Came up with 1.1 billion results.
1.1 billion.
And the first is a 3-minute video of someone that looks like they're on a football field doing the exercise. So there you go, Jim. You don't need anyone. You just Google it.
No, I know, but I didn't know what the exercise was. I came in. I didn't
Yeah.
Came
hear
in
what
later.
it was.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's called the earlobe squat.
Right. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. You can also see it on YouTube. Very cool.
Yeah. Hey, Tony, how are you doing? How's everything going with you? I know I haven't talked to you in a bit.
Sorry, I had to unmute. I'm okay. The biggest challenge I have right now is I'm having my prosthetic leg rebuilt, and that's been a hassle. So I think it's finally gotten all approved through the insurance and everything. Because the one I currently have and the equipment I have is pretty tattered. So I'm in desperate need of new equipment and a new limb. And I think it's finally all approved and whatnot. So Tuesday I'm heading over to the CPO, and we'll see what that it is or isn't approved. I don't want any more surprises. I was on the phone all day yesterday and today handling it. So I think I'll feel better once I do that. But aside from that, so my physical activity has been limited. But you're talking about, so there's a lot of conversations that are interesting. First of all, I'm definitely going to try. I'm intrigued by the earlobe squat there. So definitely something I'm going to try. But once I get a new foot, and also I want to know more about that mustard. Somebody mentioned mustard to bring your sugar down. That's kind of interesting. I've never heard that. I'd like to hear more about that if possible. And
Have you ever heard of that, Dr. Phillip?
So go ahead, Tony. No,
Sorry, Tony.
yeah, that's fine.
Go ahead, Tony.
Sorry, I know. I think I lost a connection for a second there. And then you mentioned you mentioned getting the clothes at Costco. So I'm very similar, a little different in that I get a lot of my stuff at Sam's, and you're right, it's all over the place. And some of the pants have been fitting me, much looser, where I have my belt on my last loop, and I can still pull at them, and they fall, right? So, and then some of them fit just fine. So it's kind of hard to see. But where I do see the weight loss, believe it or not, is in my watch. I have a couple watches I like to wear, and one of them was definitely tighter than the other. Those probably should have had a link taken out a long time ago. But the one that never spun on my wrist is now spinning on my wrist, where you look at it and the face of it's underneath, and so that to me does give me more of an indication of a loss of weight, I think, than pants kind of are all over this place with the sizes like you mentioned. But I have noticed that the watch spins a lot easier than it used to, especially a particular watch that would never move on my wrist. And now there's a little bit of hanging excess from the watch, where it wasn't before. So that's encouraging. I think right. But like I said, the biggest challenge, and unfortunately what's been taking away a lot of my time and quite frankly emotion has been the battle to try and get this leg repaired. So I think we're finally past that. So, but that being said, we've mentioned before that the fasting could improve, and again, it's not 100%, but I would say it's maybe 70% better than what I used to. So I'm trying as best I can to stick to it. I've definitely seen a difference in how I feel, with the fasting and the weight loss a little bit too, and I think it's helping. I mean, I don't have anything recorded to indicate that, but other than just how you feel personally, right? So I think it's a positive. It's all positive right now. I will have a doctor's appointment to do blood work here in probably in the next 4 weeks. But like I said, I don't have any hard data to support what I feel and what I see, but I know what I feel and what I see. Other than I trust my eyes a little bit too. So,
Well, you have lost weight though from the last time that I saw you. When I saw you with your dad, I
yes,
could tell that you did lose weight, especially on your clothes.
yes. So yes, my shirts are definitely got more room in them, and I like like the doctor was talking about, the sizes all over the place in the pants. Yes, that's true. I do the same thing. You're like, I'm not sure which one to buy because you're not sure how it's going to fit. So you buy a couple sizes, and then you struggle trying to take them back whenever you remember to do so. But I completely relate to that entirely. Only it's not Costco; it's mostly Sam's Club. But that's the only difference in that story. I can tell you, I completely relate to it. But like I said, everything else has been pretty good. I mean, is it perfect? Absolutely not, right? But it's still a much tighter, routine than it was before. So and like I said, I think it's positive results from what I see. Just the eye test will tell me that, right? But I don't have any hard data to support it yet. But we'll see. We'll see what that is when I get it soon.
Good deal. Good deal. As far as exercise, a dear friend of mine is a bilateral, so in other words, both leg, above the knee amputee.
Okay.
She had a staph infection, and because of that, she lost both her legs. She lost her fingertips.
Oh wow.
So what she does for exercise is she has this little home rowing machine. So you may be able to try something like that for days when it doesn't seem like the prosthetic is fitting comfortably. You can try something like that.
There's a series of, and what I've been doing a lot lately is kind of because quite honestly, I don't like when I do exercise. I try not to wear it. It just feels a little bit more natural to not have it on. But the challenge I have right now is actually walking. So my foot shell is kind of tattered, and I'm walking more on the graphite where I shouldn't be. So whoever, to give you a visual of what it is, it's like, you see the guy running in the Olympics with the big blade. That's an exaggerated toe, right? So my foot looks like that on the front and an opposite, hook in the back, right? But nowhere near as big. And so I'm actually gotten to the point where I've worn out the components to where now I'm putting pressure and weight where I shouldn't. So now my walking is off to the point where my right hip is bothering me a little bit. And so I'm trying to not aggravate that so much. So I was walking a lot more in the evenings. I've limited that now. So what I've done is I have kind of one of those big, Swiss balls, the exercise balls, and I'll do push-ups off of that or whatever I can. But for right now, I think what's best for me is I just take it off to do anything, physical exercise. I'm just a lot more comfortable without it right now.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's very, but like they were mentioning, they mentioned the earlobe squats. I'm curious to try those. It's just I can't. It's not a good idea to stand on the situation I currently have. But I definitely I want to feel that tingling. I want to see if that's true.
So if you have that Swiss ball, what you can do is like sit-ups with it and do that and see how that works for you.
Yeah. There's a series of exercises when I first had the limb loss and I was going through rehab that I went through on that thing. So there's a handful of them that I really liked and I just kind of picked up the routine and doing those again. So those are kind of the ones I'm doing and just building the core more than anything else, or working on my core, right? And unfortunately, like I said, there's some stuff I just not doing because I do take my leg off when I do it because it's just a lot more comfortable right now. So I'm hoping that resolves very, very soon. I'm knock on wood, going to get fitted on Thursday for the new prosthesis, and that's like a three visit thing where they'll cast me, make a mold, so to speak, and I get to take it home and come back in a week and tell them, hey, I didn't like this or that, and they tweak it or adjust it, and then there's 2 visits like that, and then the third one they'll lock everything in place and they'll put all the rest of the hard components on there, and then that'll be. So I'm thinking a 4-week period I'll have a new limb if everything is approved. I was told it's approved today, so fingers crossed. Tuesday when I get there, I hope we make some progress.
Very cool. Very cool.
Good luck.
And then
Thank you.
the other question, you had asked about mustard, and mustard is part of the I think it's called turmeric family, and so as a result, it has a component of an anti-inflammatory kind of action on the body, and anything you can do to reduce inflammation in the body, because type 2 diabetes or pre-diabetes, whatever you want to call that, is all kind of like a pro-inflammatory insulin resistance type of mechanism. So anything you can do to reduce that is going to be beneficial. So mustard, cinnamon, turmeric, curcumin, all those things should be beneficial. The interesting thing is that even if you were to buy commercial mustards, like a off-the-shelf mustard, unless they specifically add sugar to them, they're either low or naturally, or don't have any sugar in them whatsoever, because the mustard itself is made from the mustard powder. And if you've ever had just dry mustard powder, it's pretty spicy. I mean, almost to the point where it almost feels like it's kind of hot to the tongue. So it really fits that kind of helping out with inflammation within the body.
Interesting. I never heard of that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's what Warnell was saying, that he lowered his sugar levels because it went up 200, and then he had some mustard. So that I think his mom would tell him to do that, and a nurse that he knows.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it kind of makes sense because it's a natural anti-inflammatory type of herb. So, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I
Okay.
love it.
Thank you. Yeah, I heard him mention it earlier, and I was like, wow, that's interesting. And I hadn't heard that, but definitely something to keep in mind. No, I appreciate the information. Thank you.
Yeah. And there's some pretty good natural mustards out there that are beyond just a typical yellow. So you can get like a stone ground, you can get a country style. Some people call it a brown mustard. So there's a wide variety of flavor profiles out there that you can get that don't have any sugar in them. Really pretty good.
oh, good.
Mhm.
I had a question, Dr. Phillip.
Go ahead.
So I've been noticing a little bit more like with myself, because I decided to have like some fast food, and I went to Chick-fil-A for a chicken salad,
Mhm.
and I had their chicken as well, like chicken nuggets almost.
Mhm.
And I felt it so salty, like I couldn't eat it. It was just awful. It like scaled the top of my mouth. So that happened. And then maybe like a week or two ago, a friend of mine invited me to go to Chili's with her. And I was like, well, I'll just have a salad. And I had the chicken salad. Same thing happened. I couldn't, like, it just tasted really bad. It was nasty to me. So I don't know if it's because I've changed so much of my food intake that that's the reason why I feel everything's so salty now.
Exactly. Exactly. Um, I mean, the classic is when you splurge and you go to a movie theater and you have some popcorn. Oh my goodness. We go to the theater maybe like once, twice a year, something like that. And the last time we went, we saw Maverick and had to have the popcorn. And oh my goodness, I felt like my fingers swelled up and my tongue swelled up, my feet swelled up. Yeah, not good. Because your body gets used to everything natural. And then plus the salt that they use is not a good salt. It's all sodium as opposed to a potassium salt. So as a result, your body's not used to it. And whenever you have something salty, the body tries to kind of flush it out, if you will. So it'll flood the cells with water. So that's why your fingers, your toes will kind of get swollen. You'll feel like your tongue is swollen. So it's kind of crazy. All this fluid is kind of put out into the cells. You're relatively dehydrating your body. So what you're supposed to do is drink more water, which is kind of counterintuitive because you're thinking, oh my goodness, my fingers and toes are swollen. So I'm not going to drink anything, but that's what you need to drink in order to kind of flush all this excess salt out of your body. Now the
That's
crazy
how I felt. Like I had to drink, like I drank so much water, even though I only had a little bit of the food. I was like, oh my God, this is so gross. So I had to drink the water because it's just like it was too much, too salty. Like
Yeah.
I felt the salt like overwhelming.
Mhm. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So that just means you're more in tune with your body and you're eating healthier and your body recognizes the healthy things that you're doing. So when you do something kind of unhealthy, the body is saying, no.
Tell me about it. Yeah, I can't like it's weird. Yeah. I've noticed that a lot with anything that's a little bit more processed.
Mhm.
It's I know I can feel it the next day and it's just like no.
Yeah.
And now it's just like the saltiness is just like even overwhelming.
Mhm. Yeah. No, you're exactly right. Exactly right.
Alice is on.
Hey, Miss Alice.
Hello, doctor. How are you? Hello, everyone.
Hello.
So
Well, how about yourself?
Good. I'm good. Good.
So, how's Chi-Town treating you?
Chi-Town is treating me fine. As far as my health, I get depressed and I eat, so I have to learn to replace that. So I picked up a couple of pounds because I eat a little bit more than I probably should.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's kind of crazy because people want instant gratification, and the easiest way to get instant gratification is to have something to eat. So I get it. That's a tough one to deal with,
Yes, it is.
and
Yes, it is.
it's a lot easier to have something to eat as opposed to punch the person next to you.
I can do that all day long. Now, if I can do that without going to jail, so then I just tell them Dr. Phil told me so. Doctor's orders.
and she'll say that, okay, Dr. Phillip, literally.
Knock Dr. Phillip said to knock you the hell out when I want to eat.
Oh man.
So a friend got me this little sign. It looks like a parking sign, and it says, "Prayer is the best way to see God. Trespassing is the fastest."
Oh my God, I would
That one.
love to have
I'm
that
like, I like
sign.
that one, Dr. Phillip.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yes,
That's weird.
yes. Other than that, I'm getting back on it though. I had stopped my exercising, but I'm gonna go back to exercising and
So you're gonna have to do the earlobe one. The
the
one
who?
that Bill was telling us. So you're gonna have to crisscross, hold both ears, and squat
So where are we supposed to feel this tingling?
in your
In your
head.
Okay, because I just did 30 of them.
And no tingling?
No
And no
tingling.
tingling.
And
I
you are
didn't
squeezing low.
fall over either.
You're
What's
what?
I said, and I didn't fall over either.
that? Yeah, I did 10 times. I felt it immediately.
I felt it after the second set.
Now, okay, now what are you doing?
So you have to crisscross your hands and hold your earlobes, and then you're squatting down. So you're doing 10 to 15 reps, and then you're gonna do at least, no, not reps. What is it called?
10
You're
or
doing
15
10 to
squats.
15 squats, and then you're gonna do at least 2 to 3 reps.
Okay.
Well, it's the other way around, Jody. So
The other way around, sorry.
are repetitions, and every group of those, that's a set.
See, there you go. I'm bad with that one.
It's all good. It's all good. So I think this link will work. I just put it in the chat. You can try that.
Let me save that one. Hold on.
So that
Or-
means I don't have to do no other exercise, just that one.
Oh, no.
Do other ones, chica.
Look, you know, I'm trying to find the easiest way.
I know you are.
So maybe you should get a body bag and you can just punch the body bag.
Yeah, that would be good.
They won't cry. I need, maybe if I put a sound in that they're crying, then it'll make me feel better.
Hi.
Okay.
Oh, you're bad.
This thing says here, the earlobe squats make you stronger, faster, and smarter. I need to start doing these right now.
There you go.
Earlobe squats. All right. And he is going all the way down. His long legs.
Alice, tell everyone the good news.
What's the good news?
Your good news with your book. You already launched it.
Oh, yeah. I wrote a book. It's a journal. It's a journal. It's called Making the Boss Move the Next 90 Days. It's to create a plan and clearly define how to achieve your goals. So inside the book, it gives you some tips. And it's a 90 days. So it goes by 30 days, 60 days, and then 90 days. But it gives you a calendar, it gives you a weekly planner, gives you a place to do your own 30-day challenge. Even at the end, it gives you a dream journal where you can write down your thoughts before you go to sleep, emotions before you go to sleep, feeling upon awakening in the morning. You could do your body measurements before and after your 90 days. Even if it's not for just exercise or to lose weight. It's also if you have a plan in your career, or if you have a plan to do anything, clean up the house, taking you 90 days to clean your house, more power to you. Then go ahead and make your plan out how you're going to do that. You know, so it's a plan for everything, not just losing weight. So I love journals and I love writing in journals. So this is something I knew I can do. And it's out. Oh, I guess they would like to see it, huh? I want to show.
Yeah, I
Let me
don't
see
have
if
it on here. I have it on my phone.
There you go.
Oh, cool.
There you go. So if you go to if you like to buy a book, it's $12.99, but you have to get it from Amazon. And it's you go to piecesofalice.com, and or you can just go to Amazon and type in my name, Alice Boswell.
Okay.
So, but go
I
to
was telling her, I was like,
piecesofalice.com.
that one's good for your workouts too, because that's
Yeah.
how I would do it. So I have 30 days, your monthly goals, your 6-month goals, and then your yearly goal, especially with your weight loss, because that's how
Right.
I did it.
Yeah. So
So
that's why I call it the next 90 days, because the first 90 days are really the most important. I know we all want to do the long-term goals, but if you can, once you start, making your body, I don't know, my toes look like they want to go a different way and it hurts. I'm sorry. So, but you start off with the short goals. You do the short goals, and you go into the long-term goals and stuff like that. So I write all of that in the book, and it's just little pages in here. Angel gave me a review already, so
Oh,
I got
that's
a
awesome.
5. Yeah, she gave me a 5. I don't see. I'm like, you're supposed to do the review when you buy the book, but okay, I'll
Well,
take
I
the
was
review.
waiting for me to receive it. They just shipped mine.
Yeah. So, I put a little dedication in here. I can read one of the dedications, the acknowledgments. So I said that I wanted to thank my mom, Pete. That's my mom's boyfriend. She got a boyfriend, and I don't even have one. I shouldn't put his name in here. My aunts Gwen and Darlene, my brothers Darnell, Plas, my sisters Sherry, April, Tiana, Rosalind, and Angie, and all my cousins, especially Bobby Piles, who was there at the beginning of my entrepreneur career. I can't forget my best friends, Melissa, Avis, Ingrid, Teresa, Stephanie, Erica, and the Entrepreneur Society, Giovanna, Karen, and Angel for always encouraging me, believing in me, and being there for me. I would also like to thank the Streeterville team, Mark, Wilma, and Alfonso for being a listening ear and giving me great advice. I couldn't have done this without each of your love and support. So that's it. And then it goes on to the next page, which says, never give up on yourself and you make every moment count. So I hope you
Aw,
all like it.
Congratulations.
Thank
congratulations.
you, Dr. Phil. I'm trying to get up to the level where you are
Well,
and be on that beach with you.
you're published. You got 2 books.
Huh?
You're published. You have 2 books.
2 books.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the other book too.
The other book. Which other book?
I don't like that book.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yeah. But this one here, I really took my time out and I like it. So I hope you all like it. And I really want you to, after you get it, go ahead back onto the Amazon and give me a review.
Well, so far you've got a 5-star review.
I know, right? Dang, I need to put my crown on, Dr. Phil. You know I'm not gonna act right?
Wow, with Amazon Prime, I can get it Monday.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. With Amazon Prime, they got some kind of sale they say they're getting ready to have or something. I don't know.
So how much does Amazon take? What's their take? What's their
Oh, wow. They take 60%. Well, I'm
Seriously?
sorry. They take
40.
40%.
Holy
40%. Plus they still charge you for making the book.
wow.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Wow.
Yeah, plus they still charge you for, and like my pages are 99. I have 99 pages, so it costs me like $4.71 to make each book.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. So at this point, you hope for a lot of sales off the book to make good. So
Mhm. Mhm.
yeah. And then you do your own sales on your website. So
Very
Oh,
cool.
okay. That's cool.
thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Oh. And then
So with
it's
that challenge with the way you're talking about the weight loss,
Mhm.
Alice, I had that issue. So
Yeah.
especially it's stress eating, in other words. So the stress eating for me, the way I turned it off a little bit, I switched it off a little bit with the fasting. So the fasting helped a lot.
Yeah, I haven't
And
fasted in a while, so
and
that's probably
drinking
what I need
water.
to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So drinking the water with lemon was one
Mhm.
of the ideals. And then the other part was like the switching of the brain for me personally was the fasting. The fasting was the one that helped me out a lot with the
Okay.
stress eating. So like if I wanted to have something with the stress eating, I know for me personally, I would do my fasting for 16 hours and then I would plan out my time frame where I would eat. And that was my like I considered that my stress eating.
You consider that
So
your stress
like
eating?
I tried to switch it off in my brain, in other words. That was
Okay.
like, okay, this is my stress eating. This is how I'm gonna focus on like eating right, in other words.
Okay.
So also preparing your meals is key. So if you want to like switch the brain a little bit, and this is the mindset part of it,
Mm-hmm.
you want to have a lot of fats in your diet. So at least you don't have that craving of, you know what, I want to snack on this. I want chips. I want, because mine was chips a lot. So I would do a lot of high fats in my diet. I did meatloaf and it was really fatty. Or also my turkey chili as well. So, and fatty, I mean by like adding butter to your food or coconut oil. Those are like good high protein or high fats in there, and also avocados. So try doing that, and maybe that would help you out. Because that's what
I
helped me.
definitely
That's what
will.
switched my brain a little bit on that.
Yeah, I definitely probably need to do the fasting because I haven't did the fasting in a while. So and then the mindset,
12
I
to
like how
13
you spoke about
hours.
the mindset. So
Yeah. So the mindset, that's the part where you have to switch it a little bit. Because for me, it was chips and stress eating was a lot. It was a big key for me. So whenever I would get stressed at work, that's what I would try to do, at least do my meal planning like on the weekend. So I would have my foods already planned for the whole week. So at least you won't overeat or overindulge, I guess you can say. Or
yeah,
want to like cheat and get something else from the street.
well, that's true. Well, I would definitely start that tomorrow because I'm drinking tonight. So
Ay, Alicia.
Good deal.
Dr. Phil, like, I don't know what we're gonna do with her.
It's all good.
It's all good.
Learning.
Anything else, you guys?
I'm
I know we
trying
overdid it.
say-
What did you say, Bill? I'm sorry.
gonna try your cauliflower mashed potatoes tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. I'm making shepherd's pie.
Oh, where you live?
Morton Grove. And I'm doing it with the cauliflower mashed potato.
There you
Okay.
go.
That's awesome.
We'll see how it turns out. I'll let you know.
With the butter and the cheddar cheese?
Yep.
The butter and the bacon?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that one's delicious. You'll like that one.
That my daughter, the physical therapist, she says, "Can you eat shepherd's pie?" Because she loves my shepherd's pie. I said, "Well, I can, but it's going to be slightly different." She goes, "That's even better." So
That's good.
we'll see.
Very good.
She's trying to keep me on the right path.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Oh, I have a question before we leave. Dr. Phil, I bought some really this really started off tomorrow. I went today and bought some Metamucil. Is that good for you?
It can be. The only issue is that the brand name usually has some artificial sweeteners in it. So you can just go to Whole Foods or some type of health food store and just psyllium. Psyllium is the active ingredient in Metamucil, and psyllium doesn't have any sweeteners, additives, or anything like that. It's a natural way to kind of bind the cholesterol and lower your cholesterol.
Okay.
Some people like to use it as a way to feel fuller, because they'll add a teaspoon or a tablespoon into a large glass of water before they have a meal.
Yeah. So the one that I bought supposedly doesn't have any sugar in it. It had one with sugar in it, but this one says no sugar added.
So just make sure it doesn't have an artificial sweetener in it.
Okay. I'll check it before I open it up, or Walgreens will be getting it back. So
Yeah, exactly.
I'll send you the picture of the one that I got from that natural store on Clark and Belmont.
Mm-hmm.
I'll send it to you. That's the one
Thank
that
you,
I
ma'am.
recommended.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Very cool. Good deal. Good call. Good call.
It was interesting, especially with the mustard.
Yeah. And the earlobes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good. All good.
So Dr. Phillip, I'm working with Sarah and her daughter.
Okay.
I'll be helping them out with their sugar levels,
Okay.
and because her daughter's on insulin,
Okay.
and I'm starting off with their food intake. I know
Okay.
she wanted to put her daughter on CBD oil,
Mhm.
but I'm not sure with that because she's only 12 years old.
Mhm.
So would that be okay for her to take, or what would your recommendation be?
It should be. I'm assuming she's not on any other medications.
She's only on the insulin and I think metformin.
Okay. Okay. Is she on a pump or injecting?
Injecting.
Okay. So she can monitor her blood sugars and see the effect that it has. Because of her age, do you know what her weight is about?
I didn't ask. I know I had them weigh herself for Sunday, but
Okay.
she said that her scale's not working, so she's gonna buy one and she should get it this Sunday. So they're gonna weigh themselves this Sunday. Because I
Okay.
wanted to see where their weight was at, so I
Mhm.
can see where they're at and slowly, gradually get her off her insulin at least.
Okay. Because if she's more like a young adult weight, like 130, 140, something like that, then she can start off with the typical CBD dosing.
Okay,
If she's less than that, you may want to cut it in half.
okay.
Yeah.
I'll
Good deal.
check with her this weekend.
Cool. Very cool. Very cool. And then you're gonna send out the invite to everyone for
Yes,
tomorrow?
I already sent it to Bill and Jim, I believe.
Yes.
And
Got
then
it.
and Tony too. So I'll send it to Alice right now and everyone else.
Cool.
I know I won't be able to jump on. I have to work tomorrow.
Okay. Should be recorded.
Yes.
Are you working the whole day?
Just half a day.
What time to what time?
At 9 o'clock, I think from 9 to 3, I believe.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. So the call is gonna be from 10 to about noonish. So that's what, noon to like 2 o'clock your time, something like
Okay.
that. Yeah. Okay. It'll be recorded though.
Okay.
Cool. Very cool. Okay. So next week I should be on time. We'll talk to you all then.
All right,
All right.
Dr. Phillip.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Welcome. Have a good weekend.
All right.
You
Good night, everyone. Have a good
Good night.
weekend.
Have a good night.
Enjoy yourself.
Thank you.